I think that was my my opening comment. I think something has to be done, and I've spent a lifetime, I think, making some pretty wise business decisions, money management decisions. And I won't bore you with the history of or my work ethics, but they've been pretty effective. And I wanted to take that for you to the courthouse in Karnes City and do for you what needs to be done. I won't promise you that your taxes will go down. They won't if we don't stop that building, and if we spend $8.3 million refurbishing the courthouse. But we can lower taxes considerably. There are savings out there. There's frivolous spending going on that doesn't need to be going on. I think it was the last Commissioners Court meeting I sat in and watched the attorney who drove from San Antonio. They paid him $185 an hour or whatever it was. Drove from San Antonio, sat through an hour, hour and a half, 2-hour Commissioner Court meeting. Drove back to San Antonio, and we allocated, I think, $50,000 to pay his firm. And we'll pay them more than that if they run out of money. But the guy never opened his mouth. Never gave any advice to anybody, wasn't asked for any advice. What are we doing spending money like that? $50,000 of your taxpayer dollars for nothing. You have a county attorney you paid to tell you that. And you pay him more than $50,000. So I think we've got to stop spending money, and that's why I want to go to the courthouse.
Thank you. Mr. Utley?
And address Mr. Tennant's thing. We've already been in contact with the bank and trying to get them to reverse the loan, so that's another thing that we have already been trying to do. One thing I do want to comment on as I'm closing, and that's articles in the newspaper, Karnes County paper. If you read them, I think that the editor has had a flagrant use of his power. The editor's comments were slanderous, libel, and had many untruths and rumors in it. He tried to discredit this debate, and I think you see it is a good debate. He tried to discredit my campaign, and he had just tried to discredit some fine people that's been out there trying to work for you to stop this annex and balance the books. We have talked with the owners and feel that they will take appropriate action. We don't want the newspaper being circumventing justice too by its editor. Why do I want to be the Karnes County judge? Gosh, sometimes I don't know. It's going to be an extremely tough job, but I think I can handle it. And again, my policy, as I said, I want to reduce taxes. I want to stop deficit spending. I want to make the county road system and the jail work. And lastly, because I've been here 35 years, I've raised my daughter here. I love this county, sincerely. And I want to turn it over to your children and grandchildren, not indebted, and I want prosperity and growth for this county. Please vote for me. Please get out and help me. I'll be a good county judge.
Thank you. Mr. Tennant? Your final comments?
Yes, thank you. I didn't want to listen to somebody who's not here, who wasn't invited, get pilloried by a one-sided argument. I got invited to be here by the Utley campaign, and I wanted to thank them for the efforts that they made. If they want to deny that they wrote this letter to me, I'll show it to everybody. It says Utley campaign. They asked me to be here today. I should respond to that. Well, you see, that's what they were afraid of at the newspaper. You're going to get this one-sided kind of a slander back. I'd like to see all people tell the truth right from the get-go and make it work for you. You're entitled to that. Your children are entitled to that. And to have this niggering back and forth, niggly stuff about who said what to whom, I object to that. No judge would allow it. No court of law would allow it. And I think that it's in a different way. You all have suffered the very same thing from the elected officials who sort of slid into this opaqueness. They don't tell you what to do, but they must be doing something because we know they're working together. And I think that with leadership based on For instance, my 40 years of trying business lawsuits across Texas, there are many resolutions and remedies that we have, but no one's following them. We got some kind of silly things that got started and got thrown out and didn't work and so on, but they didn't have the facts right and they didn't demonstrate what we want, which is to kill the contract. Yes, I think it can be done. I've got other things to do in life, but I'm happy to make the commitment to you all and to Karnes County to take the lead, to take the office, to take the responsibility of setting up a precedent on which it won't last long. Then you can insist that everyone else lives up to the same standard. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the debate. I want to thank these gentlemen for being here this evening and not letting it deteriorate into a gubernatorial type debate, as you may have witnessed on TV. But thank you again for your time. It was valuable and I hope it was well spent. Thank you again. Be safe going home. Good night.